The Dutch Revolt began in the late 16th century as a struggle against the rule of the Spanish Habsburg Empire. At that time, the 17 provinces of the Low Countries were wealthy, urban, and deeply connected to trade routes across Europe. But growing tensions over religion, taxes, and political power pushed them toward open rebellion. This conflict, which lasted from the year 1568 to the year 1648, eventually led to the birth of the Dutch Republic. Tensions rose under the reign of Philip II of Spain. Many people in the Low Countries had embraced Protestant ideas, especially Calvinism, while Philip II insisted on strict Catholic unity. The Spanish government also raised taxes and reduced local freedoms, angering nobles and merchants. When harsh policies arrived in the form of the Council of Troubles, often called the Blood Council, resistance quickly grew. Open revolt broke out when nobles and common citizens alike pushed back against Spanish authority. One of the most famous leaders was William of Orange, also known as William the Silent. He became the political heart of the rebellion and tried to unite the various provinces despite their differences. His goal was not originally independence, but the restoration of traditional rights and freedom of religion. The conflict soon expanded into a long military struggle. Spanish forces, among the strongest in Europe, captured rebellious cities and tried to crush resistance. One of the most dramatic moments came during the Siege of Leiden in the year 1574. Spanish troops surrounded the city for months, causing extreme hunger. But the Dutch defenders held on, and in a daring move, they broke their own dikes. Floodwaters poured into the lowlands, allowing a relief fleet to sail directly to the city and drive off the Spanish. The survival of Leiden became a symbol of Dutch resilience. Water would become one of the Dutch Republic's most powerful weapons. The Low Countries were crisscrossed by rivers, canals, and carefully engineered defenses. By intentionally opening dikes, the Dutch created shallow, flooded zones that stopped enemy armies and allowed Dutch ships to maneuver over fields. These water lines turned the landscape itself into a strategic tool, something nearly unique in early modern warfare. Despite early victories, the struggle was far from over. The war continued for decades, mixing battles with periods of uneasy truce. In the year 1588, Spain sent the famous Armada against England, partly hoping to cut off Dutch support. Its defeat weakened Spain's resources, giving the Dutch more room to survive and develop their own government. During these years, the northern provinces formed what became known as the Dutch Republic. This new state was not a monarchy. Instead, it was a federation led by merchants, urban leaders, and provincial estates. Cities like Amsterdam and Rotterdam grew rapidly thanks to global trade. Dutch ships sailed to Asia, Africa, and the Americas, turning the young republic into a major economic power. The combination of commercial energy and political independence transformed the identity of the provinces. William of Orange did not live to see full independence. He was assassinated in the year 1584, but his ideas continued to shape the new republic. His family, the House of Orange, remained influential for centuries and helped lead the country through later conflicts. The fight for independence also inspired debates about religious tolerance and self-government, themes that echoed far beyond Europe. The Long War finally ended in the year 1648 with the Peace of Westphalia. Spain formally recognized the independence of the Dutch Republic, ending 8 decades of conflict. By this time, the Republic had already become a major center of trade, science, and art. Figures like Rembrandt and Vermeer worked during the same century, supported by a wealthy and confident society. The Dutch Revolt reshaped Europe. It created a new nation, weakened one of the continent's most powerful empires, and demonstrated that small, determined provinces could challenge a great monarchy. It also showed how geography, engineering, and economic strength could turn the tide of history. From sieges and flooded fields emerged a merchant republic that would influence global trade and culture for generations.